What's going on, guys? Alex here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I have the Lansky sharpening system. We're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Lansky sharpening system. Now I bought this on Amazon for $25. This is the cheapest Lansky you can buy. Now I know how exciting those unboxing videos are, but I feel like I need to do an unboxing and show you exactly what's in here and go over real quickly why I bought this. I also have a range of different knives that I want to test this on, from kind of the lower quality steels up to the higher quality steels, and just kind of compare the results we get. I'm a complete noob to this system, so it's going to be interesting to see how this thing works. Now I know how boring most of the unboxings are on YouTube, so we're going to make this the most dramatic unboxing ever. All right, so here it is in all its glory. We got the Lansky sharpening system. This is, like I said earlier, the cheaper model. I bought this one for 25 bucks on Amazon. Now, the difference between the cheaper model and the more expensive one is this comes with ceramic stones. The more expensive one comes with diamond stones. Now, a quick note on diamond stones. I am impartial as of this moment on diamond stones. I have not used them. I don't have any experience with them, but I have heard from a couple reliable sources that diamond stones tend to wear out a lot faster than any other stone out there on the market. So that's why I went with the ceramic rod Lansky system. Now we have these are the coarse rods. These are what they call the gray rods. They're brown in real life. And they feel, I would say they feel, just, you know, based off of feel, they feel like maybe in the neighborhood of 400 grit. The smooth, again, just based off of how they feel like maybe a 1000 grit. We've got a 20-degree angle here, and we have 25-degree angle here. Now the way this system is designed to work is you put your rods in, get our knife here, you take our knife, and this knife's actually already sharp, but we'll just demonstrate, and you're supposed to hold your knife vertical or straight up and down, and you just kind of move the knife down over the stone like so. Pretty simple. So like I said earlier, I've got a couple different knives and steel to test this with. I've got this cheap crkt something or other that I found lying in the dirt one day. This is pretty poor quality steel as far as I can tell, and poor quality steels are much harder to sharpen than high quality steels. Just a quick side note there. So I think I'm going to sharpen this. Do we go 20 degrees or 25? I think we're gonna go, I think we'll do 25 degrees. We'll do 25 degrees and see how that works. We'll just go all out from the beginning. I'm getting bombed by acorns here, by the way. It kind of confuses me with this whole thing because you're still relying on your hand to maintain your angle. So you're still essentially using the same techniques that you would on a traditional style whetstone. It's all going to come down to how well you maintain your vertical angle. On a whetstone, it's all in how well you maintain your angle in relation to the stone. We're already starting to see some results here. It feels really good. I always feel like no matter what sharpening system you end up going with, whether it's a Lansky or traditional whetstones or water stones, you need to include a strop in your purchase as well. I don't know if this is coming across on camera, but it is shaving. So I'm definitely going to call that a pass on the cheap steel. It's not as good as, say, a 4000 grit Norton stone will do, but it's perfectly acceptable. I would not be complaining if I bought this for 25 bucks and ended up getting a sharp knife like this out of it. All right, I have the Sage 1. I think this is a Sage 1. This is S30V steel. This is going to be the real test here for this. I'm going to start with, and this knife is dull. It's not like insanely dull, but it definitely needs to be sharpened. So we'll do 25 degrees on this knife as well, and we're just gonna go for it. I think we're good. I'm gonna move on to the fine grit. It's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely sharp. We're shaving with it. All right, so S30V is no problem for the Lansky. I stropped it maybe 10 times, 5 on each side. Spent 5 or 6 minutes actually doing the sharpening, and the thing's freaking sharp. It couldn't be more simple and easy. Now we're gonna get out the interesting knife and do the interesting test. All right, so for those of you that don't know, this is the cold steel Spartan, and this is AUS-8, I think that's the blade steel. This thing's a beast, and it's definitely one of those knives that's difficult to sharpen. I get asked this question all the time: what's the easiest way to sharpen these crazy, like recurve type blades? This might be the answer. Unfortunately, this knife is sharp, so I'm gonna have to dull this real quick. This knife is pretty dull now. Try this out here. Tell you one thing, if this works decently well, which I suspect it will considering our last couple results, this is way easier than sharpening on the corner of a stone, or even using like those narrow stones to get this part of the blade. I think we are just about there. Right now, I would call this a sharp knife. Is it the sharpest knife in the world? No. But I mean, look at that. We're shaving like right away, right off the stones. Give it a quick strop here. I'm just kind of using the corner of my strop to get in this recurved area. I'm using pretty much zero pressure, just the weight of the blade. Oh yeah, that's really good. That took about 8 minutes to do this whole blade. All right guys, so what's the conclusion here on the Lansky sharpening system? Well, I think it works. I think it's a good buy for 25 bucks, especially if you're new to sharpening. 25 bucks, you really can't go wrong. I would also highly recommend you buy a strop along with any sharpening system that you buy. A strop is an excellent tool for sharpening. It's also an excellent tool for maintaining your blade. Would I buy this again? Absolutely. I'm gonna use this all the time to help sharpen my Spartan, because these things are a pain to sharpen on traditional style stones. Another thing that you can do is take these off and just use these by themselves. I don't think you have to carry this whole block of wood with you. One thing that I would probably recommend is somehow clamp this down to your workbench or mount it somehow. That way you can use 2 hands and it just keeps it from sliding around all over the place. But other than that, I think it's a really good system. Pleasantly surprised. It has ceramic rods, which should last forever. So that's it guys, that's my review, I guess you could say, the Lansky sharpening system. I would buy it again, and I'd recommend it if you're new to sharpening. So hopefully this video helps. Don't forget to like this video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.